I'm spending $10,000 on Brainrots to help me go from 0 to $1 quadrillion in only 3 hours. And if I fail, I have to give away every Brainrot in the final base to one lucky subscriber. And the timer starts now. Now, I can't just buy any Brainrot I want because we are starting with a budget of $1. For every challenge we complete in this video, my budget is going to increase. Now, for $1, I found this Lost Bombonito that make me 4.6 million a second. And for only $1, we've got to buy these right now. All right, I've just joined this man's private server, and if I look down here, I see his base with the Lost Bombonitos that make me 4.6 million a second. And I have just collected $264 million. And we now have 2 hours and 56 minutes to make $1 quadrillion. And now to unlock my next budget of $10, we now have to buy Mythic Lucky Blocks until we get the 3% Bananito Bandito. I have now filled up this entire base. And we are not allowed to spend the $10 budget until we get the Bananito Bandito. And the first Brainrot we get is gonna be the Carotini Branini. So what we're gonna do is just spam open these 3 at the same time and hopefully get the Bananito Bandito. We've got another Carotino Branini, Zebra Zubra, and the Tigrilini Watermelini. All we're gonna do is just keep opening these at the same time and just Aura Farm, Zebra, and the Tigrilini. This is gonna be tough. All right, we've got 2 here. I think we're gonna get the Bananito. Nope, that's not the Bananito. And it's a Tigrilini. All right, now it's time to open all of these ones upstairs and hopefully we get it. Let's just keep ripping these open. This might cost me a lot of money, but we've got to believe that we get this. Okay, we've got the Spironino. Oh! The Bananito Bandito has spawned already. Now we have unlocked a budget of $10. I can now see Brainrots like the Lassist that makes me 17.5 million a second. This looks insane. There's even an Isok Sekolo, 30 million a second. I can get a Lost 6-7. This thing for $10 is actually a bargain. I can literally buy an Evilidon. This is going to cost me $9.98. Spaghetti to Aletti, 60 million a second for $10. But I'm not going to lie, this looks legit and it's very, very cheap. Okay, but now I found the 6-7 that makes me 105 million a second. This thing is an absolute bargain. It has 3 traits on it. I'm not gonna lie, for $10, we're gonna have to buy this right now. And by the way, if you guys want to buy these same Brainrots from this website, it's called eldorado.gg. And make sure you use the discount code RASBLOCKS, which I'm literally gonna apply now. And I'm gonna get a nice little discount. And there's also a link in my description if you need it. All right, I've just joined this Kawaii server. And if I turn around, I can see the 6-7 that we paid $10 for. It's actually hit 105 million a second. I'm stealing this thing and I'm taking it straight. This thing is printing me money. We're on 133 billion. And now to unlock our budget of $50, we need to collect 10 green Brainrot. And they cannot be the same Brainrot. Every one of them have to be different. And if I look at the new Beanie Pizza Didi, I would say it has green legs. So that is one green Brainrot. A Larry Rat, as it's literally the greenest Brainrot I see. So that's 2 out of 10. Okay, you know what? This Truly Miro Truly Cena, it has green eyes. So we've got to get that. A PP Kiwi has just spawned, and a Kiwi is literally the greenest fruit in the world. So PP Kiwi, you're getting in my base. All right, an Avocadino Gufo just spawned, which we can buy. Now we need 5 more green Brainrots. We can buy Mythic Lucky Block, and the 30% one and the 20% one are both green. All right, I've just bought 3 Mythic Lucky Blocks to see if we can get the green Brainrots from here, and it's gonna be... There we go. It's the Tigrilini. So we need 4 more. See if we can get the other green one from this Mythic Lucky Block. Okay, it's the Spirulino, which we are gonna just have to sell. Let's open another one. And it's gonna be a long day. I'm looking at the Boneka Ambalaboo, and this is green. It's a very dark green, but it's green, which means I'm gonna buy this. We've just found this Trick Track Baraboom, which is literally green. I'll buy it. And I've just found this Cacto Hippopotamo, which is also green. I like this fella. And if I look right here, we've got a Strawberry Flamingidi, which is literally got green on it. So if we buy this, I think that's 10 green Brainrots. Okay, we have now unlocked our $50 budget. I can see a money puggy. This thing makes me 168 million a second. I have found a La Spooky Grande that makes me 294 million a second. Look at this. Okay, there's even a Tic Tac. So I have $45. This makes me 375 million a second. I can see a Lataco Combinations, 560 million a second for $49.99. But this is the best one we have seen so far. Lacasaboo, 600 million a second. But then I see a Lost Bros that makes me 636 million a second for $45. This thing has 6 traits on it. I'm not gonna lie, for $45, we are buying this. And I'm gonna remember to put in my discount code, otherwise I'm not gonna get my discount. All right, I've just joined this man's private server, and for $50, I see... Oh my god, the Lost Bros. But I'll take my Lost Bros. I'll steal them. This thing is insane. Thank you very much. He says, leave a good review. Thanks. Of course I will, my friend. And bro, this thing is printing me a lot of money. If I run over it, we've claimed $631 billion. But now to unlock a budget of $100, we need to get the 1% pop-pop Saha from this Brainrot God Lucky Block. All right, now we have a bunch of Brainrot God Lucky Blocks, and we need this pop-pop Saha. We still have 2 hours and 31 minutes to hit 1 quadrillion. Otherwise, I'm giving away every single Brainrot I buy in this video to 1 lucky subscriber. So subscribe right now. All right, let's open this Brainrot God Lucky Block and see what we're gonna get. Ooh, we've gotten the Mastodon Kiko God knows. That's pretty lucky, but we're gonna keep on opening these. Okalera Okala. Okay, let's maybe open 2 of these at the same time and see what we get. Another Okalera Okala and a Bulbito Bandito Tructiro. Let's hope for good luck. Come on. Oh, I just see the pop-pop there. And another Okalera Okala. All right, let's open this last one on this floor, and then we're going straight upstairs. Pop-pop. Okay, I've jinxed it. All right, we have a full floor of some more Brainrot God Lucky Blocks. Let's start by opening 2 at the same time and hope for the pop-ups. Am I gonna get it? We opened every single lucky block in this base, and things were not looking good. And the luck was not on my side. I did not see the pop-ups at all. We're gonna have to buy more. We're gonna waste every single penny in my bank account. Oh, let's go. We finally got the pop-ups. Finally. And we have 2 hours and 15 minutes to make 1 quadrillion. And for $100, I could see a Baguro and Frioro 600 million a second. For $100, I don't know if 600 million a second is worth it, though, if I'm honest. Right beside it is a Yin Yang, Ketchup and Masturu, 722 million a second. But right under it, $99 for a La Secret combination, 1.2 billion a second. I see a 1.5 billion seconds Spooky and Pumpkin for $97. Is that legit? All right, 4 traits. Spooky and Pumpkin, 1.5 billion a second. For only $97, we are going to buy this right now. All right, the guy just sent me a link, and I've joined his server. And if I look here, he has an absolutely insane Halloween base. But let's go over here. And oh my god, it was actually legit. And for $100, I've got a 1.5 billion a second Spooky and Pumpkin. If I run over all my money, we are on 23 trillion. Still have 2 hours and 7 minutes to make 1 quadrillion. But for us to unlock our next budget of $250, we need to collect 10 food Brainrot. And I don't know how hard that's going to be, but we're going to look around this carpet and see what is a food Brainrot. Because a Numini Pizzanini is a food Brainrot as it has a pizza on it. So that's 1 out of 10. Strawberry Flaminigeli is a food because it is a strawberry. So that's 2 out of 10. I don't know where the cheese is on the bro. Is the cheese on his foot? Is that? I think that's cheese on his foot. So that's actually a food Brainrot. That's 3 out of 10 Brainrot. All right, kiwi is a fruit, which is a food. That's 4. We've got to keep on looking. Bodega and Balaboo is definitely not a food. If I actually look on the lucky block, we can get these 2 watermelon ones, which are food. And on the Brainrot God, we can get this tiger, which has a fruit on it. And even if we buy a secret lucky block, we can get this Tigrellini watermelini, which is a fruit. But before that, we've actually found the Paracello Lemoncello, which is a lemon, which is a food. You can eat a lemon. Gangster Frutera. I can't really eat a gangster, so probably not. All right, I'm starting off by using this secret lucky block and trying to get the Tigrellini watermelini. Anything else, I will have to just be quite sad here. But there we go. We've got another fruit. Tortughini Dragon Fruitini. All right, I've bought 2 lucky block mythics and 1 Brainrot God lucky block. We'll open the Brainrot God one. Give it to me. Okay, there we go. Tigrellini Fruitini. That's another one. Now let's get 2 of these fruit Brainrots in here, and I will be happy days. Okay, that's 1. And we've gotten the Carotinini Brandonini. All right, let's open another lucky block mythic, and hopefully we get the other one. Hopefully we get the other one. Okay, we're gonna have to just keep on opening these. I've bought 3 lucky block mythics. Let's go and open these and see if we can get the fruit. Let's open this one, and We've got a Spirulino, which we don't need. A Spirulino and a Spirulino. All right, I've actually bought 5 more mythic lucky blocks. Let's just spam these open. Okay, we've got it in 1. Why did I just waste my lucky blocks? Why did I waste my Robux buying lucky blocks? Okay, we need 1 more fruit Brainrot. And we've got the Salamanino Penguino right here, which is a salmon, which is a type of fish human beings eat. So if we buy that, we have now completed the next challenge. And you know what that means? We now have a budget of $250. And for $249.99, we could buy a Dragon Cannelloni 1.4 billion a second. This thing actually looks quite insane. I'm not gonna lie. But as I can see here, there's a Rainbow Lacasaboo 2.4 billion a second. All right, I'm not gonna lie. This Lacasaboo 2.4 billion a second could bring me generational wealth. I see a spooky and pumpky 2.6 billion a second, 8 traits for $239. This looks absolutely beautiful. I already have one of these though, and I want to get something different. But look down here. I see a 2.5 billion a second Baguro. $230. Thing has rainbow 2 traits. This would be an absolute crazy buy because this is one of the rarest Brainrots in the game. This 2.5 billion a second Baguro that has rainbow and 2 traits on it for $230. Boom. All right, right now we have 69 trillion. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But I've just joined this guy's lobby, and if I go to his base, we have spent $230, and we have actually got the Baguro and Fryuro 2.5 billion a second. He's got a couple 6, 7s. Yeah, I'll take this straight into my base. We have a spooky and pumpkin 1.5 billion Baguro and Fryuro. And this guy's just said, thank you. Leave a good review, please. Yep, of course. But now to unlock a budget of $500, we're going to need to open the lost lucky blocks until we get the lost 6, 7. I am now on my alt account, which has a base full of lost lucky blocks. And they literally go all the way to the top. Now, getting the lost 6, 7s might be impossible, but let's try it on the first attempt. The lost tortoise to start with it's not a good one. We need 0.5%. We need the lost 6, 7. And it's gonna be the lost tuxedos. Okay, let's just keep opening these and hope for the best. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Oh! Lost combinations. That's a 1% chance. Okay, maybe we get the lost 6, 7 easier than I thought. Let's open 2 of these at the same time and see what we get. Lost tippy tacos, the lost orcalitos. Okay, yeah, but that's not good. Okay, let's open 2 of these at the same time. Maybe this is the way we need to do it. Job, and the lost tortoise. Okay. Ooh. Okay, lost bombaditos. Okay, let's just keep on opening these, and let's hope we get the lost 6, 7. Lost 6, 7. Oh! My God, we've got it now. Oh! We've got it 2 lost 6, 7s in a row. 0.5% chance. And we didn't even have to use the entire base. We have a bunch of these left. Okay. That is amazing because now we have unlocked a brand new budget. And our budget now is $500. Now, for $500, I see a Baguro and Fryuro for $3.1 billion, which I think is a bit of a ripoff if I'm being honest. $2 billion Rainbow Dragon Cannelloni. I see one under it. 2.4 billion a second. Rainbow one as well. See a 2.5 billion Dragon Cannelloni right here. This thing is gold with 3 traits on it. I think this looks insane. It's gonna cost me $490. Let's buy it. All right, I've just spent $490 on this Brainrot. And if I look at this guy's base, he's an absolute giant with a rainbow base, with a Baguro Fryuro, everything. And I see my Dragon Cannelloni, $2.5 billion a second. I am taking this thing. This thing has just printed me $389 billion a second. This guy is just right here, okay? We are getting really close to 1 quadrillion. We don't have a lot of time left. We have 1 hour and 38 minutes. And now to unlock my next budget of $1,000, we need to steal 3 secret Brainrots from public servers. And I'm gonna need to go on an alt account to do this. I am now my alt account on a public server, and we need to steal 3 secrets. Okay, I've actually found a guy with a secret with the name of Mamaxi Base. He actually has this Lavaca Saturnuno secret. What I'm going to do is unlock this guy's base. I'm going to start to steal his Brainrot. I'm going to put him in jail. I'm going to... Okay, somehow that did not work, but he's inversed and trapped for 6 seconds. And I don't know what to do to him, to be honest. Steal his Brainrot. I'm going to ragdoll him. I'm going to jump scare him. And balloon him. I don't know what that does, but we have stolen our first secret Brainrot. Okay, I've now found another secret. I'm gonna unlock his second floor. I'm gonna try and get to the top. I'm going to jail this guy. Okay, we're kind of stuck in here now. I'm gonna have to do something crazy. I'm going to have to inverse him, unlock his second floor, and I'm going to have to ragdoll him. Oh my god, what is going on outside my base right now? Rocket him. Please, can I take this? Okay. Can you get out my base? Can you get out my base? Okay, that's 2 secrets stolen. Now we need 1 more. But I found this guy up here who has kind of a lot of secrets. Okay, let's steal this. Let's ragdoll. Let's go crazy, bro. Let's go crazy. Boom! And our next budget is $1,000. Now, I found a meowl. 300 million a second, $825. $989, 3 billion a second Rainbow Dragon Cannelloni, which is kind of a ripoff. A meowl for $1,000, 450 million. With Taco, 900 million a second is pretty sick, but I need something that makes me like 5 billion. But for $799, I can buy this 5.23 billion second leaderboard high-end combo deal. But there's 6 Brainrots. I can see Dragon Cannelloni, 2 La Secret combinations, Lacasaboo, Lataco, Chili. This might be the best deal. For $799, I am gonna buy this because it's the best deal I have seen. Boom. All right, I've just spent over $800 on these Brainrots, and if I come over to their base, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Brainrots. All right, it's a pretty sick deal. Let's steal all of these and put these into my base, and let's see how much money we are on. And if I run over my money, we are well over 100 trillion. 155 trillion. Go up here. Let's run over these. Boom. 156 trillion. Okay. We are 15% of the way there. We need 1 quadrillion. And now to unlock my next budget of $2,500, we need to get the Lacasaboo from the spooky lucky block. I now have another account that is full with spooky lucky blocks. The Lacasaboo is a 0.3% chance, so this is one of the hardest challenges we have so far. But it is for $2,500, so it makes a lot of sense. And we have an hour and 17 minutes to make $1 quadrillion. All right, let's open up first spooky lucky block, and let's see if we can get the Lacasaboo on the first one. No, it's gonna be the Cappuccino Clownito. This might be tough if we're gonna get another one of these. But we've gotten the Telemorte. That's a 2% chance, bro. Maybe our luck is kind of cooking right now, and we get another one of these Telemortes. Oh my god. Lost spooky combination. Let's open 2 at the same time and see what we get. Another Telemorte. Another Telemorte. Okay, what is happening right now? Okay, let's open a bunch of these. Maybe these are just like super lucky right now or something. I don't know. Another Telemorte. This is where our luck goes downhill a little bit. Pumpkini, Spiderini, Mummy, and Balaboo. 2 of these at the same time. Maybe this will be good. Give me the Lacasaboo. Okay, another Telemorte and a Mummy and Balaboo. Okay, let's go upstairs. Hopefully we get the Lacasaboo because it might take some time. It might genuinely take some time. Another spooky, a Jackarilla, and a Mummy and Balaboo. Okay, I think this might be hard. I might have to literally try find some more. Oh my god. We've got the Lacasaboo, and we haven't even opened every single one of these. Let's go. We now have a budget of $2,500. And now for $2,300, I see a 2.1 billion meowl, which looks insane. A 2.8 billion strawberry elephant. Okay, let me have a look at that. Okay, that has gold, fire, taco. That is one of the rarest Brainrots in the game. It's an OG. I would love this. A Dragon Cannelloni, 4.3 billion. That's pretty insane, but for 2,500, I don't think that's worth it. There's literally not even a lot of Brainrots. There's a headless horseman though, 4.6 billion. Right, this is one of the rarest Brainrots in the game, and it has so many mutations. But for $2,500, I just don't know if that's worth it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna spend $2,500 buying this strawberry elephant, gold with fire and taco. This is the most I've ever spent on a game in my life. All right, I've just spent $2,500, and if I look at my right, I see the strawberry elephant, 2.8 billion a second. This thing looks absolutely insane. This guy's a little penguin just looking at me, but I'm taking my $2,500 a second Brainrot. And if we go upstairs, the penguin's still here, but 2.8 billion second. If we run over my money, we are getting very close to our final goal. Let's run over my money here. We're making trillions. We are making trillions. We're at 20% of the way there. $206 trillion. We are nearly at 1 quadrillion. But now to unlock our final budget of $5,000, we need to open admin lucky blocks until we get 3 6/7. We now nearly have less than an hour to make 1 quadrillion. But I'm on an alt account with a bunch of admin lucky blocks. Like, we have a bunch and we need to get 3 6/7s from here. But let's see if we're going to be able to get a 6/7 from the first one, because that would be amazing. Okay, it's the Alessio, which is one of the worst ones. We kind of got to speed run this because we actually don't have much time. Got in a black hole go and a crab eliminator. Okay, this is not a good start like the spooky lucky blocks. And these are kind of poo-poo. A Guerrero Digitale and a Legrande combination, which is the second rarest one. But we need 3 6/7s, and this might take some time. This might actually take a long time. We've got a Carlu, which is the worst one, and a crab eliminator. Let's open 3 of these. Carlu, Los Bombonitos, and another Legrande combination. Okay, I've got quite a bit of admin lucky blocks up here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go on my next alt account and have some more of these open. Okay, we've not even seen 1 6/7 yet, so getting 3 6/7s might be crazy, and we are getting close to having less than an hour left to hit our money milestone. Okay, we haven't even seen 1 6/7 yet. This is not looking good. 6/7, 6/7, 6/7. Another Legrande, but not a 6/7. Okay, let's just spam rip these because we might see a 6/7 in here. Okay, looks like we have not seen 1 6/7 yet, which is actually quite bad. Okay, we're gonna go again. All right, that has taken me some time, but we have now loaded in a bunch more admin lucky blocks, and let's keep ripping these open, and hopefully we get a 6/7 this time, because we kind of got unlucky. We've seen so many of these Legrandes. Why can't we see a 6/7? Okay, we've got to just keep running through these until we get the 6/7, man. Okay. Oh my god! We've got a 2 6/7s in a row, which means we only need 1 more. Oh my god! Okay, let's just keep spamming these open, because that was the best thing we've just done. Come on. 6/7, 6/7, 6/7. Okay, not a 6/7. It's not gonna be okay. Let's just keep spamming these. Oh yes! We've done it! We got another 6/7, which means we have gotten 3 6/7s. And we have unlocked our final budget of $5,000. $5,000, there's literally only 4 items. There's an OG strawberry elephant, 3.6 billion a second. Another one of those. This looks absolutely insane. But then there's a $4.5 billion a second OGB owl. $4,499. Bubblegum, Meowl, and Fire, 4.5 billion a second. This will be our greatest Brainrot ever. Let's just buy it for $4,000. This hurts so bad. All right, this is the biggest purchase of my life. $4,400. I've joined this guy's server, and if I look right here, there is the OG Meowl. 4.5 billion a second. I'm stealing this. I'm taking it straight into my base. Oh my god. My base looks insane. Okay, this guy's right here. Up here, we now have the strawberry elephant and the Meowl making me money. If I run over my buddy, we are getting very close to the 1 quadrillion. We have 55 minutes to make $1 quadrillion. And if I fail, I have to give away every single one of these Brainrots, which is literally worth over $10,000. But we are printing trillions in like seconds. Like literally, if I run over my buddy, we are printed like 10 trillion right there. So we're gonna AFK until we have like 1 minute left and see how much money we have. We have 1 minute and 56 seconds remaining. We have 975 trillion. If I run over my money, we are very close to hitting the money milestone. But if we go upstairs and I run over these, we still haven't hit our money milestone. We have 10 trillion remaining with 1 minute and 37 seconds remaining. And if I don't hit my money milestone, you guys are getting $10,000 worth of Brainrot. So hit that subscribe button right now. And with less than 26 seconds to go, if I run over my buddy, we have now hit 1 quadrillion, which is our money milestone. And we don't have to give away any of these Brainrots. I'm giving one person a 4,500 Robux gift card. So press subscribe right now and join my Discord server, because this giveaway is going to be done there.